Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm here today with my video for week 18 of the Deck the Year challenge. That's hosted by the lovely Penny over at Penny's Crafty Creations. And if you want to see how I created this little card with a kind of Alice in Wonderland-esque theme, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've decided a bit of an Alice in Wonderland kind of a theme, and I've got some stamps here, some of which I've never been out the bag yet. Oh, that are Alice. Now I've got these ones. I need a bit of white. I thought I had a bit of white paper, but let me get it. Yeah, I've got these ones that I don't know where I got these, but they're the kind of old-fashioned Alice's Adventure. That's like the book cover, and it's got the playing cards. It's got Lewis Carroll. It's got the playing croquet with a flamingo, and so I've got those. But I've also got these Aall Creates. Oh, caused a small avalanche. That's okay. This has got Alice and the Queen. This has got the playing cards painting the red roses. This one has got the Cheshire Cat, and this is the Frog Footman. The Mad Hatter, and some bits from the Tea Party, and the White Rabbit, and Drink Me. And I'm thinking I might do the rabbit. So I'll need to stamp him, colour him in. So I might just stamp him before I do the background, and that'll give him a chance for the ink to dry and be ready for, what have I done? Here it is. Yeah, for that image to be ready to be coloured. So, got a bit of scrap card here. So yeah, so this is, what week are we on? Is it 18? Ozzy. He's trying to eat some stuff because he wants to annoy me to go and get the treats for him, but it's not time yet. So I love their interpretation of the characters. The big eyes, I feel, is quite that's a sort of thing that the Aall and Create characters quite often have. Now, I might just do the wrong way and this way. A couple of times, because they could maybe be cut out. Or maybe these should be on the background, actually. Yes, I think I'm going to use them on the background. But maybe I will add one or two on top as well. And then I'll just do that I'm late. For a little sentiment as well. So I'm going to put these aside to let that ink dry. And maybe because I'm doing the white rabbit and the lateness, maybe I will get some. These are just sitting at the top of one of my I've got my stamp organisation just above me here. So maybe I will add some little clock faces and maybe do a bit of heat embossing, I'm thinking. So let me get my anti-static. I've got my heat tool. I'll get my embossing there. Will I go clear? I might go white. And then I might add in some silver as well. Right, let me just get a bit of scrap paper. Okay, so this is my little pre-gessoed card. And I am going to stamp. Okay. Then I'll do these in the white embossing powder. I quite often, for this sort of effect, would just use the clear, but because this is a different sort of background, I'm not sure how much it's going to stand out. So if I've done the white, then it's a bit more of a kind of standout colour. Now I'm going to do that one there is going to be silver, and then I think I'll do a little bit with the bigger. I've had these stamps for a very long time. They're from Hunky Dory. Well, for the love of stamps from Hunky Dory. Okay. Just do a little bit here. And then go back in with white. Because I don't really want to that silver to kind of dominate it, and then I'm going to just do a little bit with this and do the white. Now I'm going to just pause you while I make a racket with the heat embossing. Okay, so now that has been heat embossed, so hopefully you get a sense of that kind of glossy bit there. Now, I think what I'll do is get some of my inks and do a bit of ink smooshing. Okay, so I'm going to do it on my big stamping block here, and I've just got the scattered straw, shabby shutters and some walnut stain to do a kind of maybe sort of slightly grungy kind of. So just with a bit of like that kind of, I've done a bit of that yellowy all over, and then I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, so that has dried a bit. Now going with the shabby shutters, just a little bit of water, not enough, not too much to make it too wet. There we go. Again, I'm going to let that dry for a little minute. Okay, now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of this walnut stain, because I don't want to really kind of make it too too kind of dingy, but just enough. I'm going to let that dry and then see if I want to add any more. Okay, I feel like I need to do just a little bit. Now, this could go disastrously wrong, but I'm going to just kind of here. Okay, like so. And then just clean that off. And now this can just dry. So now I can do a little bit of colouring. Now the white rabbit is obviously white, so it's just what he's wearing really that I need to worry about. And to me that looks like a kind of a tweedy sort of jacket, and he's got a little waistcoat. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe go for sort of greeny kind of colours in his tweedy jacket, and I might give him a purple waistcoat to be a wee bit snazzy. So let me see, I've got this green here. Have I got a nice, what's this one? Yeah, that could be the kind of base colour. Oh, it's so cute. And he's got like a little cravat. Is that a cravat? I think so. Is it? Oh, I don't know. I think so. So I'm just doing a little bit over the top. To just add that little bit of green there. Do we think a little purpley waistcoat or maybe a browny one? Purple's a bit too snazzy maybe. Let's go for this is earth brown, I think. The earth brown blends. around with the dark colour where the shadow is. I don't really have any kind of pattern that I always use. Sometimes I go in with the light. I did the lighter colour first, now I've done the darker, and maybe he's got a green cravat, do we think? Or maybe a yellow, because his watch, everything's going to be... So maybe, yeah. And maybe make his brolly. I just switched to speedy mode at this point, so I'm just finishing the colouring and then fussy cutting out the cute little bunny and the arrows, and then I am ready for the next stage. Okay, so I've got my little white rabbit. He is coloured in. I've got the I'm late, and I just ran a brown pen around the edge to make it stand out a little bit. And I've got the this way and the wrong way, which I need to decide where to put them. I've got this, which I used on Tuesday in my Tag Tuesday video. This is the vellum that I sprayed, and I wondered if I might use a little piece of this. Maybe I will just rip a piece off. I wondered if it might be I could ground bunny like his... Yeah, I think that's quite cool. So I'm going to put a bit of red tape on. It's quite kind of warped with the spray that's been used on it. And it's got quite a big pattern on it, so I think I can get away with some tape. So I don't know if you can hear this. There is a bird singing a very loud song out there. Beautiful. So, like that. And then just something like that. Yeah. Big eyes. He looks like he's very surprised by the whole thing. Okay, let's pop him on first. Go. too, wrong way. Oh, this way. I think the background turned out quite nice. I hope you do too. There we go. We just splat him with that for a minute. Now, just to decide, am I going to do a little border around the edge, or maybe just a little bit of inking? I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. One needs a little bit more time. So there we go. This is week. Oh, is it 18? Let me check. What was my last one? 17. Yep, this is week 18 of my Deck the Year challenge. So I hope that you approve and you like my little Alice in Wonderland themed one. I am beginning to find it hard to think of what to do, so I might put a little poll with a choice in my community tab, so you can let me know what you think my next one should be. That would be really helpful. And yeah, I'll see you again very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.